All right, y'all. Welcome back to Fishing with the Bobber, Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing. I don't know what we call it. Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing. Justin and I are going to break down the opening tournament that starts on Thursday on Lake Guntersville. We're going to tell you who you should be picking, why you should be picking, and who you need to steer clear of in each of the buckets. We are your expert advice. And by expert, I mean we are totally making everything up as we go. So thanks for joining us. Please hit that like and subscribe button because you want to see the next episode of this, not just this one. Hey, and I'm just saying that in the last 2 years, we have had 2 winners from individual tournaments in the entire country come out of my club, our group, our team. What do we call that? It's our group, I guess.
Roster.
It's a group. Our group of, I don't know, we've got about 10 to 15 people that do it every year. And in the last 2 years, we've had 2 winners. So, maybe you need to dial in, block everything else out, put the women and children to bed, and pay attention to what we're talking about. Justin, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Sorry for the long introduction. I, like I said, was making it up as we go.
Pretty good at it.
Yeah. So a little backstory. I have been aware of that there was such a thing as pro tournament fishing for about 15 or 16 years. So that means the first 28 to 30 years of my life, no clue what was going on. Justin, much younger than I am, but also has only, he might have known pro fishing was going on.
Known, yes.
But has only been doing the fantasy fishing. This is second season. Yeah, and you finished, what'd you finish, second?
Third or fourth.
Third or fourth in our group last year. So, I mean, kind of a ringer right off the bat, not knowing anybody and just kind of picking it. And that's the neat thing about fantasy fishing. It's more luck than anything else. You can kind of tailor your picks, but whether or not your guy that you pick catches a fish or not, I mean, I don't know. It's not like other fantasy sports to me.
There's no science.
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to catch a fish that they can't see, especially in this one, because Lake Guntersville on the Elite Series is no scope. That's right. No live scope or forward-facing sonar, whatever you want to call it. It is not allowed in this tournament in their practice or in the tournament hours. So that should, the masses, the millions of people around the world should be tuning into this one because for the last 3 or 4 years, that's all we've been hearing. Is I don't want to watch it because they're live scoping. So here we are. Everyone's going to be watching because we are not live scoping. They are chunking and hoping. No scoping. Should be fun, right, Justin?
Yep.
Tell us, what do you know about Lake Guntersville?
Nothing. North Alabama.
Yes, it is in
Northeast Alabama.
Yeah, northeast, maybe central. I'm really unaware of where it is. Where it is in the state.
Geology.
Yeah, it's not geology though. Geography. I was trying to say geology, and I got like 2/3 of the way through the word, and then I was like, that's not right. I don't know what it is, but so it's normally known as a grass lake. A lot of hydrilla, probably some other types of grasses too, but this year during practice, at least, or the first couple days anyway, I haven't seen much today about what's been going on because usually it's what I look at when I'm going to bed. But a lot of the backwaters and stuff has been kind of looking like your neck of the woods, a little frozen
Yeah,
over. Yeah, got that hard
that's
water
right.
out there.
Yeah, that's the good
So,
stuff.
yeah.
Seen a lot
So,
of frozen mats.
yeah. So, who knows how does that affect this tournament this year? Man, your guess is as good as mine, but I think it's going to be fun. I'm excited for it. I obviously am excited for any type of fishing to get kicked off, and the start of the Elite Series just has me juiced up and ready to go. So, all right. So as we go through this, uh, I guess let's just jump into it.
What's your first take? What's going to be the big storyline?
So, I have been torn. We talked earlier in the week, and I was torn between just picking a lot of local guys, a lot of Alabama anglers, which is seemingly half of the Elite Series roster. It seems
Right.
like as you're going through the lists. Um, but then I was kind of like, well, maybe I should pick these northern guys because the guys from Canada and Minnesota and Wisconsin, they all seem to be really good anglers. They seem to be able to catch fish all over. And it seems like the cold weather wouldn't affect them as much as it does us down here in the South.
They'll be the first ones at the launch.
Yeah, they'll be out there in shorts and t-shirt, and everyone else will be in their battery-powered heated vests and everything else going, right? So they have one less distraction that the rest of us would have to be fighting. They're just out there. Yeah, this is just normal. This is, yep, January, February, March, April, and May. Yeah, this is our weather. Right? Oh,
Halloween to Memorial Day.
oh, there we go. So October, end of October till Memorial Day. Wow, that sounds amazing. But not for me. Yeah, so I don't know. I've kind of been torn. I have selected my roster. I hope I'm able to pull it up here and show y'all as we go through here. What's your hot take?
I was looking at the weather, and I'm wondering if a local guy. I'm wondering if one of like the big bags of the tournament will come from an area that's frozen right now.
That's a see, that's the thing though. Most of those older local guys that have been there are like, I've never seen it like this.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, throw that
Right.
away
So
then.
so it kind of is anyway, that's what they're saying. Maybe they have it in their back pocket, but a lot of them are like, this is not normal. This is not what we've seen before. And but that doesn't mean the fish. I mean, I can't imagine that the ice is real thick. And
No, if
I
they're
don't know if
breaking
that
it.
pushes fish out when that ice forms or if they're okay just swimming under there. I don't know. I mean, people go ice fishing, so clearly some fish are okay swimming under ice. Alabama bass, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
I
fun.
don't know.
Right. All right. Thank you. If you're just joining in, if you're just clicked on here and this is where you picked us up, we are talking Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing. And I'm going to add this to the screen. And there's what we're talking about. Bassmasterfantasy.com. They have 3 games going. They have let me see if I can go over here. Right here with my mouse, the Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, which is kind of like their traditional take on it. The Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge, which is where they put 2 anglers head to head and you just pick which one's going to finish better. And then the Drain the Lake, which is maybe a little bit more difficult. A lot of people would argue that it is because in the Drain the Lake, the entire roster is available for this tournament. And you get to pick 8 anglers. But once you use them, they are scratched off. You can't use them in another tournament on down the road. So picking which angler is going to do good at which lake is kind of the game plan for Drain the Lake, because you don't want to burn someone that's going to win the 5th or 6th tournament down the way. You don't want to burn them early. You want to play them where you can get the most points. The Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, that's where they have the 5 buckets. That's the one we're going to be going through. Maybe we'll go through Drain Lake. I don't know. We'll see how rambunctious we're feeling when we get done with the buckets. But that's the one. They're in 5 buckets. You get 1 angler per bucket. And then you got to pick a weight. And that's it. There are lots of prizes. As you can see, draft a 5 angler roster for each event to compete for prizes and bragging rights. So bragging rights between your own little groups or your buddies, and then a lot of different groups that you can join. You join them for free. You pick 1 roster. They just reuse the same roster. It's not like you join 20 groups and you have to pick 20 different rosters. You get to pick 1, and it goes into all those groups. And a lot of them give away either Angler of the Year prizes or each individual top winner prizes. So there's multiple ways to win prizes, from baits, rods, lures, to gift certificates to some of the stuff like Rapala and Rapala, however you say it. And it's just fun. It's free. You should be doing it. All right, let's jump into it. I think I can click on here. All right, and there I am. We have 1 day, 11 hours, 10 minutes, and 30 seconds before we get into it. All right, I thought my roster was going to be down there, and it wasn't. So we're back up here to the top. Do you have yours pulled up?
I can in a minute.
Or do you have it memorized?
I do not have it memorized.
All right, here we go. Well, there you go. You can see all my picks right there. And we're going to start with bucket A. And I'm going to kind of tell you, bucket A is full of hammers, I think, for this.
It is bucket A for a reason.
For this tournament, yes. They are, the fishermen are grouped. They're different. They are grouped, especially at the beginning of the year, to kind of make you have to pick between some anglers, and you can't get maybe all the ones that you want to get. But this group came out swinging, and it's kind of some of the same stuff that I was talking about. Do I want to choose Alabama people, or do I want to choose these northern anglers? And they're all right here in Group A. And so, yes, so I going through it, it's kind of neat. They give you a percentage of across all of the boards, what percentage they are picked and on a roster. I am going with, and I started this way last year. I started and I leaned on Easton Fothergill as a rookie last year to bring me out the gates and get me started. Now, he slipped up a little bit down in Florida. But I am swinging again with another rookie, Fisher Anaya, who is seemingly winning everything right now and is on a hot streak. And so I am rolling with a rookie who is a known scoper on a no-scope tournament. Let's go. Rookies. Team rookies. That's what I call myself. I've kind of...
It's a bold pick in this group.
Well, I'm going to whisper this because it's kind of a secret, but for the last couple of years, I've been picking the rookies and the sophomores and juniors, and they've been doing pretty good for me. So I'm just going with it. I didn't say that out loud because I only want the dedicated listeners to know that secret.
What's that background noise?
All right, I'm going to scroll down through here as you walk us through your pick.
All right. This is a tough one. I've gone back and forth on this. You got the Johnstons in there. Fujita, he had a good year last year.
Yeah.
Trey McKinney, he's good. Tucker Smith's been winning a lot. JT Tompkins, he's
Tucker Smith
done
won
well.
$500,000 in October in a no scoping tournament on Guntersville. You're right. Trey McKinney is seemingly invincible as a 22-year-old or 23 now. I don't know, whatever he is, but he came out swinging and hasn't stopped since he hit the Elite Series. And he is one of my thoroughbreds that I have been riding the last couple of seasons. So it'll probably switch back into him here soon enough. But I'm going with a rookie. But yes,
Did
you're
you
right.
hear it too?
Shakira, I mean, right? That's your guy.
Yeah.
That is your guy. The only guy that I know. Let me see if he's in here. Is Lee Livesey in this group?
He is not.
Okay. That's the only guy that I know that you're like, can't go with him.
No, not after Fork last year. Not a chance.
And so there you go. I mean, he was probably 60 or 70% owned last year on Lake Fork, or is this? It's his home lake. He's been a guide there. He has won. He has dominated in the Elite Series on that lake. And this is what we talked about at the beginning of the show. Like, you know what? Sometimes it's just you're picking for luck, not skill. Because I think every time we go to Fork, he'll be owned 60 to 70% of the time. He just had a bad tournament. Fish didn't bite. They weren't in his area. Didn't get his rotation right, whatever it was. But I mean, that's that's what we're picking here. Getting a little bit lucky. You got John Cox from Florida, which is not a cold weather guy, right? It can't be. From Florida, you're kind of a fair weather, warm weather guy, but he is one of the, if not the best, no scope. No, I mean, I don't even know if he puts technology. I don't even know if he puts graphs on his boat. He might not. But he is probably one of the best grass, no scoping fishermen on the planet right now. And we have lost Justin. So let me hold on. I'm gonna pause it and we're gonna be right back. How do I pause this? All right, y'all. We are back. A little bit of technical difficulty. And I'm not sure where we didn't really solve any issues. We just jumped out and jumped back in. My internet stopped working right at when we were supposed to be filming, and now we started 30 to 45 minutes late because of that. So I'm not sure where or what caused that. Probably on my end. But we are back. All right, Justin, Group A.
Well, we've listed a lot of good ones off, but I'm going with Jordan Lee.
Joe Lee.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, is there a bad pick in here? I mean,
No.
Russ Lane is back in the Elite Series. He's a rookie, but I mean, he is an old hat that's dang good. I mean, yeah.
I think Jordan needs a little bit of a redemption tour.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
He's got two classics, doesn't he?
Who?
Jordan.
Back to back.
Back to back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for him to. He's due.
Yeah, you ain't lying. He is. I'm looking through here. There's not a bad, you might see Bryant Smith. And you might say, he's a California guy, but he's a big time grass guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is his deal. Yep. Yeah, that's tough. All right, I'm gonna switch it over to Group B, and I'm gonna let you go through first, even though we can see who I have picked already. But
I got the same guy. I'm going with Easton too.
Easton, all right, good. A sophomore on the Elite Series is a classic champion. You and I got to witness it in person right here in Fort Worth.
Right.
So that was exciting for me and a little eye-opening for you. Maybe not as exciting, but it was fun. I think I went to go pick him up at the airport, and I've been building up the Bassmaster Classic and how awesome it is and this great thing, and go pick him up at DFW once I figure out which loop I'm supposed to be on to find him. And he jumps in the car and throws a suitcase in the back, jumps up there, and we start driving. He's like, this might be bigger than I was expecting. I'm like, why? He's like, I think everybody on our flight was wearing some kind of fishing shirt coming down from Minneapolis down here to this thing. I was like, yeah. Then we roll out to where'd we go? What's that place called? Cosm.
Yeah, the Cosm.
Watched some NCAA basketball games on looking like we're sitting on this giant screen that looks like we're front row. And he looks over and he's like, man, are those guys wearing those guys over there, they're wearing Bassmaster shirts? Oh, look. I go, well, yes, they are. That I know one of them. One of them's a cameraman for the Elite Series. I said, let me run over there. So hop over there, and it was the whole entire camera crew. They're watching some games too. So yeah, I mean, it kind of, the world of fishing became real small and opened Justin's eyes. And when he left, he said, I've never seen a group of guys be so excited to see other guys like that at the Bassmaster Classic or something like that. He was like, yeah, a bunch of dudes excited to see other dudes. All right. You got Easton Fothergill, as do I. Sophomore year, started out slow last year. I'm hoping he cranks it out this year. All right, let's go on to Group C. Are you with us? Or are you frozen? He gone. He'll be right back. Unless it's me. You there?
Oh, yeah.
You froze. All right. Group B, we both have Easton. Moving on to Group C. And I'll start with this one. Scott, it's got to be a high one, 11%. Choice. I am going with Justin Hamner, classic winner. Two years ago in Tulsa. And but Andrew Loberg is a California guy, grass fisherman that has moved to Guntersville. Can't be a bad one. That's why he's a high percentage. And then Brandon Palnick is always going to be right around 20+% owned, just because he's good north, south, east, and west. He knows how to catch them, and he knows how to catch them big. And but yeah, that's who I'm going with. I'm going with Justin Hamner. I have no idea how close Northport is to Guntersville. Northport could be on the south end of the state and nowhere near, and he's never fished there but twice in his life, so who knows. But who do you have in Group C?
I have Hamner as well. I'm going to look up Northport now.
Yeah, look it up. Tell us how far away. Are you just copying me? Because mine's up here, and then you just switch yours?
No. I did this 2 days ago.
All right.
I did switch Easton yesterday.
Who did you have?
I had Kyle Welcher.
Oh, I mean, he's had like the biggest win ever, right? On the Pasternak.
Like 23 pounds or something like that?
Like 55 pounds. I don't know. It was ridiculous.
Oh, really?
I was, whatever it was, I don't think he needed to catch a fish, or maybe just a fish on the last day, and he won. I think he might have won with just 3 days total, and then he just fished the fourth day just to really let everyone know he was going to win. But yeah. All right, let's go on to Group D. This is your turn to shine. You get to go first, and then I'll follow up. That way I'm copying you.
All right. Well, you're not copying me. I got G-Man. New knee and all.
2 new knees and all.
Oh, yeah.
Coming out.
I might switch that.
Steady Eddie.
He hasn't fished in a while.
No, I don't. I know he's been out in the boat a little bit trying to get running around. I've seen some videos that he's posted. Yeah, I don't know how much fishing he's done. And that's probably one of the reasons I'm kind of staying away. But maybe, you know what? this is the crazy thing. He's never won on the Elite Series.
Oh, this is
But
his
he
lake,
is
though.
one of the most consistent, catching 5 fish a day, making a cut. I mean, I think he's won a couple Angler of the Years. He's good. That's what I'm saying. What I'm getting to is he's good. And I am going with another Alabamian person from Alabama, Randy Howell, who has won a classic right here on Lake Guntersville off of a bridge, which should play if those back creeks are frozen. I'm guessing the bridges should be okay to fish and crank and stuff. Now,
He did.
maybe he caught some other fish in the grass on a chatterbait, but I think what he's known for is doing that big U-turn and going back to that bridge and hammering them and solidifying his classic win. So
He did well in October too.
He did finish third.
Third,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and he's an old man, right? Both of these guys that we picked in this bucket are been around for a while, and so clearly they know how to catch them without a scope. They've been doing it for a long time. All right, and then Group E, I get to go, and there's my guy right at the top. Another back-to-back classic champion. That means in our groups, we've got 2 back-to-back classic champions. I'm going with Hank Cherry out of North Carolina. He's good with a chatterbait. He's good with a jerkbait. He's good around grass. And he's a no-scope guy. He's been around for a long time. So that's kind of who I went with. But some of the other ones, I mean, I actually, to tell you the truth, I was going between Jeff Gussie, a Canadian. Cold's not going to bother him. Jamie Hartman has won on Guntersville, I believe. And I think that's who I first picked in this group. Stephen Kennedy is always dangerous. He finds some sneaky holes. And maybe this is his tournament where he's got it dialed in. He's always off somewhere else away from everybody, it's seeming like. And then all of a sudden he catches a couple 6s and an 8 and like is blowing them out the water. So, but that's who I'm going with in that group, which seems to be a smaller group. I don't know if the groups are evenly spaced out between the numbers of guys, but this one seems to be a little bit smaller group.
All right.
Who you got?
I got Hank as well.
Oh, Hank. Well,
Yep.
can't go wrong there. I can't fault you for that. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, folks, let me see if I can get back to the games home. Here we are. Right there, you need to get on bassmasterfantasy.com. It's free to sign up for. It's free to play, and you can win prizes. And you can brag to your friends, right? That's what the tagline is right there. But yeah, it's fun. It's my favorite fantasy sports to do. Actually, it's the only one that I do. And I love it. But Justin, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you doing. We are going to be back, if I can get Justin, if he'll come back, for a recap after the tournament and a dive into the next tournament, which is next week. We got back-to-back tournaments on the Elite Series. But Justin, thanks for joining us. I hope I can convince you to do it again. And we'll see y'all on the next one.
Winning roster.
Yeah, we'll tell you how we did. We'll show you who won. See y'all.